Hey guys, it's Ted from Gaming on Grand, and we're going to do a little run through of the first mission from No Fear. So this is just an introductory kind of mission to kind of get you acquainted with the rules and kind of make it simple. Basically you have these walkers here that are going to try to get off two edges of the map. At the same time you have four of these Space Marines that are going to try to stop them. I will be using the advanced rules, meaning that the guns do get rapid fire if we are within 15 inches of the model. That means they get to roll 2 hits. And at the same time, the Death Guard will be using the advanced rule of disgustingly resilient. So that means bullets can just kind of go through them without killing them. So that's on a 5 and 6, I'll get that. So I'm going to go ahead and play through this by myself just to kind of get the rules and the mechanics down, and hopefully post this online, and other people that are getting familiar with the game can use this as a reference to kind of understand the rules better. So here we go. So in the first round, the walkers are going to, the poxwalkers are going to get to advance. So their movement is 4. So they can move 4 inches. But if I roll a dice, I can add to it with an advancement. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. I'm going to start with the poxwalkers. I'm going to roll 1 gray dice here. And I'll start with this unit here in the middle. And they got a 2. So that means that 2 can be added to their movement speed of 4. So they can advance 6 inches. So I'll just take one model here and advance them 6 inches. And then with the rest of the models, I'll have them come fill in behind, being within 2 inches of the leader. So that keeps group coherency. Okay, so that's him. All right, let's go to the other 2. Well, these guys get a 6. So that means they get an additional 6 inches to their 4 inches. So that means they can move 10 inches, and they're going to move this direction 10 inches. I'm going to kind of angle them a little bit. Kind of shoot for the middle here. And I'll move the other two units in right behind them. Great coherency. And now I will move the third group. And they get an additional 2 inches. So they get 6 inches altogether. And I'll go ahead and move these guys towards the middle as well and towards this direction. Okay. So poxwalkers are done for the round, and now it is the turn of the Space Marines. So the Space Marines can move first, and then they can shoot second. Measuring what they have, they're just out of 15, or maybe he has 15 on this front guy here. He's just out of 15 inches with the, by 1/4 of an inch. This guy is just out of 15 inches as well. So therefore, these guys are going to move up. They can move 6 inches, so they're going to move 5. Kind of get a little bit closer. These guys in the back are not going to move. Let's see, he's got a 15-inch shot on him. I'm going to move closer so I can get a shot on these guys and help him out. So I'm going to move 6 inches this way. That gives him a 15-inch shot on these guys. So that way I can use my rapid fire and attack twice. So now we go to the attack phase. So the attack phase will be this Space Marine. We'll shoot at this group first to begin. And he's going to go ahead and shoot at that front guy. Or shoot at the group, actually. So he gets 2 dice because he's using rapid fire. They're within 15 inches. And a 2 and a 2. And he does not hit on either shot. Because here in the rule book it states that his strength is 4 and the toughness is 3. So that's on the wound roll. But the 2 hit has to be a 3+ to be able to hit them. And unfortunately, neither of those 2 shots hit. Now let's go to him. He's going to shoot on that same group. 2 dice. And 1, 2. Neither of those hits land. We're going to go to this guy. He's going to fire on that group with 2 rapid fire. Gets 2 hits. Let's see if he can get the 2 wounds. Double 6s, so he's going to get those wounds. And now they get to roll 2 dice to see if they can save. On a 5 and 6, they save themselves. 1 and 3, they don't. So 2 of the models are going to come off for the Poxwalkers out of this group. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to have this last guy fire on this group, because I don't want to fire on this group because it could end up wasting a bullet if I end up killing 2. So I'm going to try to get as many as I can. There's 2. Hitting on 1. He's going to roll to see if he wounds. 4, he does wound. Now one of the Poxwalkers will see if he can save. No, he does not save, so another Poxwalker comes off the board. And that is the first round. So we're going to continue now to the second round. The Poxwalkers get to go. We go with their movement. They move 4 inches again. So I'm going to roll for this one. They get an additional inch, so that means they can move 5 inches. So he's just going to go right for the middle and see if he can scurry off the board here. These guys are going to fill in the rest. This guy's going to move here all by himself. He gets an additional 2 inches so that he can move 6 inches. He'll come this way. Getting close to the edge, and these 2 guys are going to move. 5, they get an additional 5, so that's 9 inches they can move up to. And they cannot move within 1. They cannot move within 1 inch of the Space Marine because there's no close combat in this scenario. You have to keep your spacing. So their movement is done. Now the next thing for me to do is to do the movement of the Space Marines. And I believe these guys are in okay positions because they're going to be able to get 2 shots each, hopefully take those guys out. But I'm worried that if they don't take them out, that they're going to be in trouble next round. So I'm going to move this guy 6 inches this way. See if he can come down and help. I'm going to move this guy 6 inches too. So maybe they can help get a shot off next round if these guys don't get off the board. Now the rule is if none of these Poxwalkers get off the board, the Space Marines win. If the Poxwalkers get off both sides, they win. And if the Poxwalkers only get off of one side, it's a draw. So sometimes it's best to play for a draw here with the Space Marines. It's kind of hard to, you're kind of outnumbered here. So here we go, we're going to go to combat phase. Let's go to this side first. So this guy's going to attack this guy with rapid fire, so he gets 2 shots. And we land on 1. Let's see if we roll for damage. 4 more, there we go. 3 more, we land our damage. Now let's see if the Poxwalker's resilience. No. Okay, so they're going to lose 1 figure there. Second Space Marine's going to attack. 3 or better, he hits on both. And now to wound, double check again. So he hits on that, and then to wound, it will be, let's shrink this forward. It's going to be 3 or better to wound as well. And they wound 2. Okay, so here we go. Got 2 defensive checks for resilience, and one of them saves himself. So only 1 comes off the board. That might be critical come next round. Now this Space Marine, we'll go ahead and... I'm going to have this Space Marine go first, and he's going to shoot at those 2 guys. And he got a 6 and a 1, so he only landed 1. See if he wounds. Another 6, so he does wound. Poxwalker's resilience, no. So they lose 1 more off of here. Now this guy's going to go, and I guess he's going to shoot. He's in 15 inches. He could shoot at the other guy, but it's not really going to help. So he's just going to shoot at this close guy. It's only going to fire 1. No, he gets to fire twice. Fires twice, lands 1. To wound, 6. He does wound. Poxwalker to save with his ability. He does save himself, so he doesn't die because of his resilience. And that concludes that round. So the second round is done. Poxwalkers are still on the board. Let's see if they can make it off. So this group's going to roll first. Let's see what their additional roll is. An extra 4 inches. So 4 inches plus 4 inches is 8. They move 8, and that is still not far enough to get off the board. So these Space Marines are going to have another shot at him here. And these guys are going to roll to get off the board. 2, so 2 plus 4 is 6. Oh, so close. The third unit's going to go, and they get an additional 3. So 4 plus 3 is 7, and he does get off the board over here. So the Poxwalkers do score at least a draw this round. And now we go to the firing phase, the movement and firing phase for the Space Marine. These guys are going to need a little help over here, because I have a feeling they're not going to be able to get to all of them. So their range is 30. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these guys a few inches this way, stay within 15 of him. But in case I do need the additional movement, shot, I'm close enough for these guys to assist over here. So let's go. First things first is this guy's going to shoot at him. Let's see if he can knock him out with rapid fire. 2 shots, a 4 and a 6, both hit. Let's see if they wound. 3 or better, they wound. Both of them do wound. He gets, I believe, 2 save attempts. Might have did that wrong. Oh, unfortunately, doesn't save, but he dies. But it doesn't matter. His teammate got across there. Actually, I probably should have just let him go. Would have been the wiser strategy and shoot at these guys. But anyway, so this guy's going to shoot at him because it's one range, because it's long range, because it's more than half the distance. He can only roll 1. He can't use rapid fire. 1 he misses. Alright, so this guy's going to shoot at the group. He's got rapid fire 2. He lands 1 with a 6 to wound. Up, does not wound. The other guy with rapid fire takes 2 shots. Up, and he misses on both shots. So the Poxwalker's next turn, an additional 3 inches, and they both get off. So this is a Poxwalker victory. The dice didn't go in the favor of the Space Marines this time. They could have did a little bit more, maybe possibly to strategize, and since this side was already gone, let this guy go and just focus fire over here. Make sure you get this guy out. But unfortunately that did not happen, and the Space Marines lost. And that is the first scenario. So we're going to move on to the second mission after this, and we'll put that one together so you guys can see how that one comes together.